Good morning and welcome to the Fabulous Empty Nest with me, your host, Angie. I have exciting news. I think I've shared this in my last video, but I have never purchased yarn online before, not even from Amazon. So uh, it's a kind of a scary thing because you can't feel it. You can't see it, right? You don't know what the real color is. Oh my gosh, y'all. I am so struggling with this whole microphone thing. And okay, anyway. So I really like buying my yarn online. I mean, in person. But I've been watching all of these people buying like the Hobbii yarn and the Premier yarn and all these different yarns online, and they're getting really beautiful items. And so in this new journey that I'm taking of expanding into all of the different beautiful yarns that are out there, I decided it was time I should probably start trying to buy some online. So I went to Hobbii first because I've been watching a lot of the YouTube videos where people are buying it and then unboxing online. And so that's what I'm doing today. I ordered two of the, I don't remember what they're called. I keep calling them the happy bag, but some people are not happy when they get their Hobbii yarn. I'm praying that I'm going to be happy. Uh, what are they called? I don't know. The happy bag, the exciting bag. I don't know. The mystery bag, right? So I'm going to unbag these right here. I got two. And when I ordered them, I didn't realize that you could like choose and get like the all cotton or the acrylic or the mixed. And so I just ordered two. And what they sent me was the mixed. I just found that out. It also took forever for me to get them. Probably pushing 2 weeks. I don't know if that's normal because on there it says like you could get it in a couple of days. Doesn't really matter to me. It's not anything that I needed for a project or anything like that. This was just more of like, let's check out what Hobbii has and what this all is about because I don't know. And so it came yesterday, and I decided to wait till I had some free time to really have some fun with this. After we look at what I got from Hobbii, then we're going to look at some projects that I'm working on, some of my Addi hats, because I'm going to tell you, when I first got my Addi, it was a major, major struggle. But I think, mastered the Addi, and I figured it out. And I have whipped out some really beautiful hats. So that. And then I've got a couple other things I want to show you. So this is just kind of a unboxing, unbagging, crochet and chat, hallelujah, I'm not at work today kind of video. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull them out of the bag without looking at them, and then we're gonna see kind of what we got here. Oh my gosh. All right, so number one, oh, this is a big one. This is a big one. All right, okay, eyes are closed. Something's happening here. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. So it is this. You're seeing it backwards. Cecilia. Okay, I'm gonna have to put my glasses on here. And you're probably gonna see rings on my glasses because I've got my light going. Let's see. It's 65% microfiber, 15% mohair, 15% microfiber PC, and 5% polyester metal. 200 grams, 444 meters. So, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. It has little metallic strands in here. It's got fur. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely gorgeous. So one of the things that I love doing are making prayer shawls. And I make them, just enough to be able to wrap around you and maybe overlap just a little bit. And then they're about 2.5 feet wide. And I like mixing textures, colors. They're kind of like a scrap can, but I like mixing the textures. So having a little bit of everything. Back in the early 2000s, when all that craft yarn came out, I was having a heyday because I came up with some really, really beautiful Afghans. So yay, thank you, thank you. I love that so much. Okay, next one. You ready? Okay, close my eyes. Oh, this is like a, I don't even know what color to call this, like a, I don't know, it's beautiful. But this is Fiesta, 40% viscose, 35% cotton, and 25% nylon, 50 grams, 140 meters. Doesn't say anything about a crochet hook. It's just knitting needles. But this is gorgeous. It's got a little eyelash to it, and then it has this pardon my nails, I'm getting them done today. It's really quite beautiful. Yay! This is another thing that I can add to those prayer shawls. And again, these are one of my colors that I use a lot. Okay, let's see. Oh, see more of this, which I really love because I wouldn't typically buy this. So this is absolutely gorgeous, this blue. I actually have some other blues that I can pair this with to make a gorgeous prayer shawl or anything really. Okay. Okay, here's another big one. Kind of feels like what I just pulled out. Yes, awesome. Okay, so this is always good because I was afraid that I was just going to get like one ball of each thing and then not be able to really do anything. But this is the same. So that means I can really make something beautiful. And, not just like something small. So yay, thank you. I'm just going to grab a couple because it feels like it's a lot of the same stuff. But that's okay. Oh gosh. Okay, yes. So we've got more of this, which is fabulous, which means I can, again, make some beautiful items. So yay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. I'm going to kind of just do the same thing. So more, yay. And the last two, look how beautiful these would go together too. Like seriously, gorgeous. I think I'm going to make some hats out of this because this would just make such a beautiful, well, maybe not because it's probably not going to stretch. No, that's not going to work. But anyway, that is my Hobbii lot for today, and I am thrilled. So I will definitely be purchasing from Hobbii again, and probably will be doing it a lot. That was not disappointing at all. I think that, I'm sure there will be times where you will get things and be like, what the heck is this? Like, what am I going to use this for? Like, if I got like bright orange yarn, I would be like, I probably wouldn't do it again. So that was a really good first experience. I don't tend to go for bright colors. My dog. I think I've told you this before. I live across the street from a park, and it is a wonderful little park, but people walk their dogs over here. And Lucy, our dog, she loves other dogs. She may not sound like it, like that probably didn't sound like she loves another dog, but she does. She's just saying, hey, hello, I'm over here. She's probably the most friendly dog. She looks ferocious. She's a black Russian terrier. She weighs about 110 pounds. She's got this big black fall that falls over her eyes. She looks really scary, but she's not. Like, if you even have an ounce of good energy, she's going to love you to death. She's never bitten anybody. But she's recognized, I think, 2 or 3 people in her life that have really terrible energy, and she has like growled at them, but she's never hurt anybody. And she was right on those 3 people. They do have bad energy. So I trust the dog. Okay. So what's next? I think we're going to move on to a couple of the pumpkins that I made. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. They did not sell at my market, but again, I think that it was just too early, and it was kind of a good market, but I think it was interesting group of people. A lot of farmers. It was like Dairyland, and I think that having like these crocheted pumpkins in their house isn't really a thing. Now, when I do my next one in town, where we're going to get like all the soccer moms and all the that kind of thing, like my sister, flies in here. Okay, so this is the first pumpkin that I made, and these I made with like this weird. I don't know. I don't like these, but it was all I had at the time. Um, I used this gorgeous. I found this yarn right here at the Goodwill for, I think I got it for $2. Okay, I bought this. It was a brand new skein, and it has this gorgeous metallic in it. It's super, super thin. So like I'm not going to make anything by itself with it, but I add it to other things. And it is Lion Brand, I believe, shawl in a cake. So I would never make a shawl out of this because it would take me 15 years. But it is gorgeous when you pair it with another yarn. So that's what I did. I paired it with this beautiful rust color. I made my little leaves that I got off of YouTube, and I'm gonna link that below because I really believe this is a beautiful leaf pattern. Very, very easy. It's like you single crochet 11, you do like one single crochet in the chain, you do one half double, two doubles, a triple, two triples, and then you just do it opposite down the other side and then back up the other side. And then I learned how to do these little curly cues. You would think that I've been crocheting for because I've been crocheting for over 50 years, that I would know how to make these. And I probably did at some point, but I had to do a tutorial to learn how to do those again. So this is my little pumpkin. He's really cute. What I did, because I didn't like this as much, I mean, it looks okay, I guess. But I went and bought some really cool, what are they? Corks, wine bottle corks, and started using those because I'm not a big fan of, I like cinnamon. I just don't like cinnamon stick smell. So I did the corks instead, and they came out really cute. This is another one. This is the macchiato yarn. I thought that came out really pretty. Probably a little bit too much going on up here. But anyway, I'll probably take this rope off. But that's my little pumpkin. And then here's one with the cork in it. And this was just, I don't know what this is. It's a thick yarn. I think it's Loops and Threads, that thicker yarn they have that's kind of like the Thick and Quick or whatever that is by Lion Brand. But this came out really cute. So those are my pumpkins. I really like making those. They're brainless. I've been using Brianna K's Wheat Stitch pattern to make my pumpkins because I think they're really beautiful. And then I made a couple of the Bobble Stitch as well. And I should probably be rewriting this down so I can put everything in the description. Brianna K, and see, I've already forgotten what the other one was that I mentioned. I will go back and watch it because I want to make sure that I'm giving everybody credit. So that's what I've been working on. I did find some really fun yarn yesterday at Michael's. Again, this is not something that I would normally purchase, okay? But with Halloween coming, and I'm just trying to generate some interest on my Facebook so people will start buying my hats because I have probably 50 or 60 hats that I need to start moving. So I bought this. And it is fun. I mean, it's a fun color, right? But I would never buy this normally or wear it. But I made a hat out of it on my Addi. And I am shocked that my Addi took this yarn because it's basically just like roving. I mean, it's the Loops and Threads facets. It's an acrylic yarn, 279 yards, 3.5 ounces, 256 meters, 100 grams. It's a 4-weight. It calls for a 6mm hook and hand wash only, which is, it's acrylic. And I'm trying to find what the color is. And there's no, it's color number 26. but I thought this was like super fun for Halloween. It kind of reminds me of Beetlejuice for some reason. And so I made a hat out of it. Let me see if I can find it. I got a big old pile of stuff over here. Let's see, here it is. I still have my needle hooked to it. It really did come out beautiful. So I still have to do all the work. No drop stitches. It's a little thin, so of course I will double it, and that will help a lot. But it's super stretchy, and I was just blown away at how well my Addi took this yarn. Like, I was not expecting that at all. I was thinking, after, probably my initial row is probably going to get stuck. But yeah, once it's stretched out and everything, I have no idea what kind of pom-pom I'll put on this, because I don't even think, maybe a brown one or a black one. Oh, a black one. Yeah. So I thought that came out really good. And again, shocked that the Addi took it, because there's some yarn I put in my Addi and I'm like, oh, this will be great. It's going to take this. And then nothing. Like, it's dropping stitches like crazy. Okay. So some more hats that I made. I made this one. This is the Karen Cakes. I don't know which one it is, but I thought it came out really beautiful. And then I'm putting the little button in it to hold my pom-pom. This is a really warm hat. It's, double layered and came out gorgeous. I still need to fluff up my pom-poms. This is just a prototype. It's got some errors in it, as you can see right there. But this is also the Karen Cakes, and it's my first ear warmer. It came out a little wide, which is fine. I've got a Centro, a small Centro, so I could probably make some ear warmers with that. This was just a little wide for my liking, but actually when I put it on, it was kind of cute. So I don't know. But one of the things that I'm struggling with is the inside. See, this is ugly. It's not well done. But like, how to make it so it's not so lumpy on the inside against your forehead. But definitely could be very pretty for sure. Of course, it's all jacked up there. So I'm going to probably frog this and start over, because this is gorgeous yarn. I mean, just beautiful. Got a lot of people that were interested in that one. This is a child's hat. Came out so stinking cute. This was the first one I made, so when you open it, it's like, hello, nobody wants that on top of their head, except for maybe one of my grandbabies. So I'm still learning how to like gather it at the top so it doesn't look like that. And that was the only one that came out like that. I figured it out, and I've been able to produce some really pretty hats. This yarn is, I love this yarn, the low pill yarn, acrylic from Hobby Lobby. And this is the thickest, warmest hat. Like, I could not believe how well this made up. Now, I've used some of the other low pill yarn to make hats with, and they were dropping stitches, but for some reason it liked this color. I don't know what that means. Like, it's crazy. It worked really well in the Addi. Oh, this is gorgeous. I think this is going to be my hat. This is the Karen Macchiato, which I tried 5 different projects with this yarn and I didn't like any of them. And so finally I was like, I don't know, maybe the Addi will take it. Probably not, because it's kind of thick and furry. Hello, like, is this not gorgeous? And the Addi loved this yarn. So what is that? Like, it won't take Red Heart yarn. It barely takes loops and threads, just the 4-weight acrylic yarn, but it'll take this. I don't understand it. My pom-pom needs to be fluffed up. And I just learned that you use a hairdryer for that. So I think I'm keeping this for me, because this is gorgeous. This one doesn't have the little button in the inside of it, so I'll keep it for myself. Again, this is also the facets. This is $5.99 a skein at Michael's. Again, it's just like roving. Like I wouldn't even crochet with this. I was going to get it to go in a prayer shawl because it goes along nicely with another yarn. But again, hello, is that not gorgeous? Look at that for fall. So I'm again making another hat. It went through my Addi like nobody's business. I think that's so pretty. That would be pretty with that too. So I have some work ahead of me. I've got to finish these two hats. And then I got this one. I think this is Karen. I thought this was fun. This would be definitely one for one of my grands, little grand Muppets. Again, it took it beautifully. I was really surprised. So what I've done with my Addi is I just don't get worked up over it, right? So like the first couple times that I used my Addi, I would just have so much anxiety. Like my blood pressure was getting high because I was just getting so worked up over it. And I just was like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to figure out what yarn works in it. We're not going to get excited about it. Don't buy the yarn if you think it's not going to work and it's expensive, or you're going to use it for another project, and just figure it out. So that's what I did, because I almost shipped that Addi back. I had the shipping label and everything ready to go. I was going to ship it back. No, I'm done. And so I came home from work one day and I was like, all right, I'm going to make friends with the Addi. I am not going to bully it. I'm not going to show it that I'm scared of it because I was terrified. And I'm just going to be nice to it. I'm not going to cuss at it. I'm going to take my time. And so what I would do is I would do 20 rows at a time. And in the first 20 rows, you're going to know if it's going to drop stitches or not, typically. So I would do 20 rows, and if it went smoothly, then I would just continue on. And I do my hats with somewhere between 100 and 120 rows. I tend to be more around the 110 because I just feel like if I push it, it's just going to start acting crazy. So I do usually do about 110, which is a good size for a woman's head. I guess I would have to do more if I was making a men's hat. So I feel like I've kind of mastered it and we've made friends. So I'm just going to leave it at that and not push. So next project, Into the Woods Cowl. This is the yarn I made. This is the Karen Big Cakes, I think. And it's got the hood. I'm terrible at following directions. So she wants you to like make a trim and then fold it back and put the this thing in there. And I didn't want to do it that way. So here it is. It's super cute on. It's got the cowl, and I did like a ribbed around the bottom. And then I made these two little cute pom-poms, and it can pull closed around the neck. Very, very cute. Very cute. And so colorful and fun for fall. So that's finished. I found these really cute buttons at Michael's, and I'm sure many of you have seen these. I had not seen them before. I need my glasses for this mission. All right. So let's see if I can get it to, there we go. It says made with love, handmade. And I use these inside my hats. And I mean, you get like 20 of these. I think 20. I think you get 20 of them, 18 of them for like $5. I thought that was a good deal because I wanted to get some kind of tag or something, but I don't want to be putting tags on everything that I make like a lot of the other people do, just because it's really time consuming and it's just not important to me. But these kind of served a purpose. They said handmade with love, and they, hold the pom-poms on. Up until just recently, I had never purchased a pom-pom in my life. I was making them on my pom-pom machine, And I don't like doing that. It's so much work. And then you gotta like trim them and all that stuff. And I'm not a good trimmer. You would think I'd be a good trimmer from where I live, but I'm not a good trimmer. So that's kind of an inside joke. If you know, you know. So I'm not going to be like, I'm going to just tell you. So I live born and raised in Humboldt County, Northern California, which is the marijuana capital, basically. And I've never been involved in that industry, but I was born and raised here. I have family that was in the industry, but that's not for me. Like, it's just not my thing. Not my thing. So, but it's a joke around here. Like, yeah, it's a bad joke. Bad joke at that. Okay. Next, on to the next. We'll just pretend like that didn't happen. I found this beautiful sweater. I'm totally into the granny square cardigans. I think they're such a great wearable piece. I think everybody should own one because they're that kind of thing. Like, oh, I'm going to Safeway. I just need to throw on a sweater. Because FYI, if you live in Northern California where it's pretty much chilly all the time, I swear they keep that store at like 50 degrees. I would understand it if I was in Nashville. I loved it when I would walk into Publix or Kroger and they would have like the air on because of course it's 110 degrees, 100 100 humidity. But it's not like that here. It is chilly here all the time, like bone chilling because we're by the ocean and it gets like 55 degrees on a good day. You don't need to keep the store so cold. So I literally like put my hoodie on and then I put my long vest over the hoodie and I'll even put a scarf on and a hat because it gets so cold. So these cardigans are really nice to like bundle up in. So, but I tend to just kind of stick with the same colors over and over. So I decided let's venture out with some color and do some different things. I think I'm going to call this sweater that I'm making right now it's going to be the Carol Jean, which is my mama. She was a beautiful crocheter. She was a beautiful artist in like everything she touched was golden. But she loved these colors that I'm going to show you. Like her whole house was in these colors and it makes sense. Like these are so like 80s and 90s colors. But sorry, I'm really suffering from allergies right now and it just consistently gets stuck in my throat. Um, I had a lot of fun picking these colors out. Again, these are not colors that I would normally pick, and that's part of this whole adventure is that I am stepping out of my normal like neutrals and jewel tones. That's typically all I work with. So I still add a little bit of jewel tone in some neutrals, but I'm venturing out. So I'm making the cardigan. It's going to be a cropped cardigan, so it'll fall right at the waist. Let's see, 2, 4, so 4, 8, 10, 12, 14. So it only takes 16 squares, which is fabulous. This is the first one. I have not blocked these yet. So it looks like a gray, but it actually has like a green hue to it. And this will be what puts it all together, this dark color. This will be like the trim for everything. And I just think that's gorgeous. And there will be 3 different colored squares. Ooh, I may have to do another color. I just realized that since I've got an even number. That's like a dusty rose-ish color. This is definitely my mother. Dusty rose and green and cream. And then this kind of a hot pink. So these are going to be my colors. I'm using right now, this is not my favorite yarn. I feel like it's very thin. Some people say this is a true 4-weight. I think for me, this is a true 4-weight. This is thicker. But anyway, this is the Loops and Threads Impeccable, 285 yards, 4.5 ounces, 260 meters, and 127.5 grams. It's a medium weight. It calls for a 5mm hook. Thank goodness it is machine wash. Color 01425. I think this is really pretty. Again, it's just kind of a dusty pink. Again, not a color I would normally use, but it's going to be gorgeous. This is the other one, all the same, except for, of course, the color is different. Oh, this one has a name. Arbor Rose. This is Arbor Rose. This is actually very, very pretty. And I would probably use this color again. I thought this was just kind of a stunning pink. Maybe this does have a name. No, it does not. Oh, Soft Rose. They had to put a little sticker on here. This is Soft Rose, which makes sense. I don't know if y'all know this, but that is my middle name. My middle name is Rose. So I'm Angela Rose. I have a daughter. I have 5 daughters, but one of my daughters is Ashlyn Olivia Rose. And then I have a granddaughter who's 18 named Callie Rose. And then I have another granddaughter named Riley Rose. And my grandmother's name was Rose. All right. This is Rich Orchid. Very pretty. Love that. It's just like like they were going towards like a burgundy, and then they said, no, burgundy's gross. We're going to go through something a little brighter and more fun. And that's what this came out to be. This is the light green that I'm using. It's the Soft Classics acrylic yarn from Loops and Threads. I'm sure everybody has seen this yarn before. Calls for a 5.5. I'm using a 5.5 on this project. This is the cream color I'm using. What in the world? It's your normal off-white. Looks really good. I don't like how it looks in the skein, but it looks really beautiful here against those other colors. And then this is Thunder. Ooh, Loops and Threads. Again, this stuff feels, this one actually, I picked these because it feels a little thicker than these. Same yarn, but the color, it's a little bit thicker than these colored yarns. So I picked all of these that were kind of thicker because my hands are so jacked up that I need thicker yarn to work with. Because this, when I'm working with it, like making these little centerpieces, I feel like I'm so uncoordinated because the yarn's so thin. So yeah, this is the project that I'm working on. I have all of my squares made. So now I'm just doing the outside trims, and then this evening I'm going to put this baby together. I will show you what it looks like when it's finished. I did get some new yarn. So Cozy Home Crochet on Instagram, I think that's her name, Cozy Home Crochet on Instagram, just put out a new pattern for the neck kerchief thing that she makes. I bought the first one. She uses a super bulky yarn, and it came out really cute. And I did it in a bunch of other colors from the Lion Brand yarn. And then I did 2 from, it's like a very thin, oh gosh, let me see if I can find it. Stand by. Oh, yes, here it is. Okay. It is Posh Pearl. I knew that. I'm learning my yarn stuff. I bought this. It's a Posh Pearl. It's Loops and Threads in this navy. And so basically you're just making like a triangle, right? You're making a triangle, and it comes down like this. And then the one that I was making had like a cowl around it, and it's open in the back except for where the cowl connects. And then you add fringe to it. Super cute. I would totally wear one of these under like a denim jacket or something. I made a bunch in different fall colors, but I wanted to try it in this wool ease. Isn't this pretty? Wouldn't this look good under a denim jacket? So I got 2 of these, and I'm going to make the new one that she just came out with. She adapted the pattern, and the pattern now is kind of, she's changed it to where the cowl is now down on the bottom, essentially. So you've got, it's like this, and it's a little bit high. messing with the anyway, it goes like this, but then the ribbing is actually down around the bottom, which is gorgeous. And then it's got the fringe. So I'm going to whip one of those up today. And this is not going to get sold. This is going to stay in my closet because it's going to be awesome. I don't even own a denim jacket. I wear like little, it's kind of like a denim jacket, but it's not denim. I wear those. So I got to go buy a denim jacket. I'm going to head over to Old Navy this weekend and see if I can find one, because I think the thing I don't like about denim jackets. Now, here, let's say this. In the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and even early 2000s, I wore the heck out of denim jackets. And I also wore like the kind of Army Navy coats, like the kind of longer with the big pockets, utility jackets. That was kind of my thing, you know, a pair of combat boots and jeans. But I didn't like the denim jackets because there was no stretch to them. And I felt so like I can't move. But now they're making the denim jackets with a little stretch to them. So I'm going to go buy me a denim jacket and get with the fashion, right? That's my sister tells me I dress like an old lady. I don't think I dress like an old lady. I'm 60. I mean, well, I'll be 60 in a few weeks. I have the right. Okay, so I think that's it for today. I am literally like my phone just gave me a indication that it's going to die on me shortly. So I'm going to go. I have a couple more videos that I'm in the process of making, and I'm just trying to catch up. I went like a week and a half without anything, and that really affects my subscribership. So if you like my video, you enjoy hanging out with me, talking crochet and just the craziness of life and being an empty nester, being an artist, a crocheter, come join me. I am learning how to do this, so all of it's not perfect, but it's super fun. I love it. It's all about making connections. And you can hit the subscribe button if you like what I have and you want to come back. You can hit the little bell that will notify you if I drop something new. And then you can also like it if you like my content. I always appreciate that. I also really hope that someday people will start leaving comments. That way I know you're out there. Even just tell me where you're from. That would be awesome. But thank you so much, and come back and see me again. And I think today's Wednesday. So have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.